Jonathan in Cincinnati. Around the time of WrestleMania 29, Gerald Brisco made some comments about The Shield on Twitter, where he seemed to think that 2 of the 3 members would go on to success while one would, in his words, fade away. He never said who he was referring to. Looking back, who do you think it was that he thought would fade away? I do remember that, and those tweets are actually, I checked, they're still up. It was during Raw, the night after WrestleMania, so that Monday night, he starts tweeting stuff out, and he says that he believes, at the time, this is 5 years ago now, that only 2 of the 3 Shield members are money players. He said 2 will be big money heel players and 1 will fade away. Then he said one of them already thinks he's great and that might be the problem for me. I don't know if Rollins or Ambrose at that time had a rep for kind of speaking highly of themselves in interviews or what he may be talking about. I doubt it was Roman because I don't even think the guy spoke much back then, let alone gave interviews. And Roman Reigns is exactly the kind of guy, the type of guy that you would think or expect somebody like Briscoe or anybody who used to be around Vince McMahon would love and would see dollar signs in. So I'm almost 100% sure he was not referring to Roman Reigns with that last statement, and one of the money players that he was talking about was Roman. Question is, and still is, because he never did specify who he was talking about, who is the one that he thought would fade away? Who rubbed him the wrong way? If I had to venture a guess, and that's all it is, I would say Seth Rollins. Now he said heel, big money heels. I could see him not seeing much in Rollins as the big, intimidating heel. Obviously, he was wrong in that here we are 5 years later and all 3 guys are top stars in the company. All 3 have been WWE champion. Big money? That's debatable, I think, on Ambrose and even Rollins. Roman Reigns, yes. I'm sure they've made a ton of money off him merch-wise, if nothing else, for sure. The whole one of them already thinks he's great thing also makes me think he was talking about Rollins. He was wrong in that I think the real value in Seth Rollins is as a babyface, not as a heel. If Rollins is who he was talking about. I guess, who do you guys think he was talking about? Be a good question to pose to you. Who do you think was the Shield member who Briscoe thought would fade away and become obsolete?